Hey garden people, if you're anything like me, you're probably eager to start your spring garden. We have about a month left of winter, but here are some garden tasks I'm doing right now to get my garden ready for spring. You ready? Come on! The most important task you can complete right now is to create your garden plan. It's a great time to map out your garden space and decide what you'd like to plant for spring, summer, and fall this year. Check out our crop planning video here for a more in-depth look. Once you've put your garden plan together, start ordering seeds. Find a reputable seed company. We like Renee's Garden Seed Company, Botanical Interests, and Plant Good Seed. It's best to order seeds sooner rather than later so your favorite varieties don't sell out. While growth has slowed in the garden, it's a great time to clean up and repair your tools. I like to think a garden tool is just an extension of your hands, so keeping them in tip-top shape will only help you become a better gardener. We have a lot of muddy hand tools that need some love. I like to clean them with soapy water first. Then, if they need it, I get out my sharpening stone to sharpen them. Be careful with this process. If your tools are rusty, get some WD-40 and steel wool to buff the rust out, and finish off with a little oil. It's also the perfect time to add new infrastructure to your garden space. Whether it's a new raised bed, a compost bin, or a tool shed like us, start on your big projects now before the growing season starts, which will be a much busier time in the garden. I suggest getting a helping hand to make quick work. One of my biggest gardening struggles is setting up irrigation, but it's also one of the biggest rewards. Now is a good time to get your irrigation game under control to make watering easier for future you. It's truly so much easier and faster to turn on an irrigation button than to sit and water the garden each day. Harvest or pull your winter annuals. We have a bed of radishes from the winter that we harvested in order to make room for our spring lettuce crop. With a newly open space to plant, we can add some compost for a little nutrition and do a light surface tillage to get that compost mixed in the bed. I like to rake the bed out so it's nice and flat and ready for sowing. And on the topic of adding nutrition to your soil, it's also a great time to feed your fruit and citrus trees with a fruit tree fertilizer. This will allow the trees to take up nutrients needed to bloom and grow delicious fruit. If you have any perennial plants, winter into spring is a good time to prune dead plant matter back. This is a chance to clean up the plant while it's in a dormant state and before any new growth begins in spring. And if you'd like to add new perennial trees, winter is the ideal time to plant bare root fruit trees and berries. It's best to do so now because the plants are dormant and the ground is moist, which makes it easier for them to get established. Check out our berry bush video here. And if you're just too eager to start planting like me, you can definitely get a head start on some crops by starting those seeds indoors. This won't work for all crops, but check the recommendations on the back of your seed packet to see if it's best to start your crop in the ground or indoors. A lot of heat-loving crops and crops that take a long time to grow are best started indoors. And to truly set your spring garden up for success, go ahead and start a garden journal now. This season, we're using the Epic Garden Journal. This is a place where you can track your progress by logging sowing and harvest dates, pest and disease issues, observations, and successes. Keeping a record helps improve your gardening skills by leaps and bounds. With this more structured journal, we plan to keep track of our progress by logging our garden observations each week so we can use this to plan our spring garden next year. If you'd like your own Epic Garden Journal, use our ambassador link to get 5% off your order with code GIRLANDHERDOGFARM5. Good luck getting your spring garden ready, and thanks for watching.